Hello, lovely people. Welcome once again to another exciting episode of Beyond the Recipe. Here at Beyond the Recipe, every dish tells a deeper story. We want to tell you that we are so appreciative of your support. Every comment, every like, every share means the world to us, and we do not take it for granted. To all the amazing and brave international students who have been sharing their stories this far, we say thank you. Thank you for believing in the dream, and thank you for being a part of the story. Today is going to be another amazing escapade, and I cannot wait for you to meet my guest today. My guest today is an astute young man. He is very studious. He's currently studying for a PhD in communications here at the University of Kentucky, and he is very enthusiastic about health communications. He loves to cook. He loves to dance. I see him dance a lot of times, and I can tell that he's a great dancer. He loves to be adventurous as well. But I'm not going to say everything I know about him. I want him to come and tell his story. I know you're going to be inspired because he's one person that inspires me a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome the one and only Albert Jr. Nyako. Come on. I got it with it back. No, it's already too late. No. Welcome, Albert. How are you?
Great, how are you?
I'm good as well.
Awesome.
It's so good to have you in this kitchen. I'm glad you're here. Are you glad you're here?
I'm glad I'm here.
Okay.
At least, yeah.
To make it here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I really
It's
appreciate
been a
it.
stressful Saturday, but then I tried to make it.
It has been, and oh my God, it's been like a lot is going on.
Yeah.
We lost our legend, Charles Kojofo's. We're grieving,
Right.
but we need to do what we gotta do. So rest in peace, legend. We love you so much.
Right.
All right, Albert. So let's just cut to the chase, okay?
Right.
What are we doing today? First and foremost, what are you cooking for me today?
All right, so I'm cooking rere or melon seed soup.
Okay. No, I have been worrying him with rere kwan for the longest time. Ever since I knew he could cook rere kwan, it's been like, when are you making me rere? When are you making me rere? So today is gonna be my first time, and I'm excited for that. Okay, Albert. So let's cut the chase. Okay. Now tell us who you are. Who is Albert Jr. Nyako?
All right, so thank you so much for the question. My name is Albert Jr. Nyako, and I'm affectionately called Kojo Amamkwasa Kode Nyako. So if you come to my area in Kumasi, if you mention Albert, people might not know who we are referring to. They'll refer to my dad, not me. And I was born in Kumasi. I was born at Tumsupo Crew, born, raised there, and went to school. And all my life was done in Kumasi before I moved to Accra for work. Okay. So basically, I'm a first year PhD student in communication with research interest in health communication. I'm actually interested in how health and risk is accessible and understood by anybody, no matter where you're coming from.
Okay, that's really amazing. So now let's talk about your life growing up in Kumasi. How was life like? Like, tell us about your family or growing up, the schools you attended up until university.
Okay, thank you. So I started off from, preparatory school in the area at Tumsupo, which is Okufuni, and preparatory school. I did up to KG2 there, and then I left to an international school. I went through class 1 to JHS3.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm from a family of 7 siblings. I'm the last born. We are 8 in total, but then, yeah, including me, we are 8.
So you are
I'm the last born, yeah.
Okay.
Of my mom and dad.
Okay, K-Tree.
Yeah. And I was the last one, I must say, and my dad was a tailor, and I was helping him in his shop most of the times. And as I moved to the international school, I finished in 2009. Way back, I can reminisce how time has really run faster. And from junior high school, I wanted to go to my dream school, Poko High School, but I couldn't make it there. So I went to my second choice school, just Kumasi High.
Okay.
And I did business. I didn't want to go to Kumasi High, but my dad was like, no, you have to go there. Yeah. So I completed Kumasi High in 2013 where I read business. From Kumasi High, I went to K University, which is normally called Tech. So I went to K University and I read tourism.
Okay.
So from 2014 to 2018, I was in tech, doing tourism. Yeah.
All right. And so, like, when did the switch to communication come about? Like, from tourism, what inspired you to just be like, okay, I want to study communication in America? Tell us about that journey.
All right. So that's an interesting one. So I can talk about it like the whole day, but let me cut it short.
Yes.
So I actually wanted to be a professional, work in Ghana. After I finished my bachelor's degree, because I saw how the situation was with professors and lecturers in Ghana and how teaching assistants were treated. So I never wanted to go to grad school after I finished my bachelor's. Initially, I wanted to when I was in undergrad. Yeah, when I was in undergrad. But as I said, the situation was bad, and so after I finished my undergrad, I went to do my service at British Council.
Oh, and okay. That was a big one. That was a big one. Now, before that, like, how did you get the chance to go to British Council? Did you have anybody, work some magic for you?
So for me, I think I wanted to work, right? I didn't want to be in school to be a teaching assistant or whatever. So I started applying for jobs whilst I was in final year.
Okay.
So I think third year, I saw British Council has a national service opportunity available like every year. So I started looking at the requirements. I prepared my CV before the year 2018, where I finished my undergrad. So I applied and then I got in there. I just did an interview. I didn't know anybody there, frankly. I just applied, and I think based on my credentials and my experience and academic whatever, I got in there.
Wow, so that's amazing. That's really good, because knowing that people were posted to places where they didn't even want to go to, in terms that you were able to come to the British Council on your own merit, that's a big one. Congrats on that one.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. So after British Council, what happened?
Okay, so I did my service at British Council, and there was no way I could stay because you have to go for somebody to come and replace you, come and do service after experience. So whilst I was there, when I was about finishing national service, I'm someone who think ahead, like things ahead. So I wanted to work, as I mentioned earlier. So I started applying for jobs. I wanted to work with the big four in Ghana, either KPMG, PwC, Deloitte, or EY, but it couldn't work out. So whilst I was hunting for jobs, I landed on a job with Petra, which I serve as a financial advisor before moving back to British Council as an exam coordinator.
Okay, wow, that's amazing. All right, so when did the whole American education dream come to play?
Okay, so a friend spoke to me about me going to school outside, and I was like, okay, that's fine. That's a previous dream I wanted to pursue. So that was where it started from. So in 2021, she advised that I start applying to school outside. So that was where it started from. So whilst I was in British Council, I wanted to go to school. So,
Wow. And why did you choose to study in the US and not anywhere else?
Okay, so US was not actually the plan or the country to go to. I wanted to go to Canada, apply for a school in Canada, but then I was told my research interest faculty is not doing that anymore. So I then moved on to the United States. UK wasn't an option because UK getting funding in UK is it's not easy.
A lot of work, yeah. It's not
and
easy.
I mean, it has to be a government scholarship or like has to be a small scholarship from the university.
Or the Chevening
or Commonwealth. And because I was working with British Council, it was like a conflict of interest, so I couldn't apply for both scholarships, like the Chevening. And it's stressful. I mean, the whole thing, the process involved and all that. So US was an option because I realized US offers assistantship funding, which was like a way you can get in with full funding and pursue your graduate studies.
Wow, I see. So what motivated you to actually leave tourism and decide, okay, I want to do communication?
Actually, I'm a business person, so I wanted to do admin, and after I couldn't do admin in tech, I wanted to do MBA. So I applied for so many schools in 2021, about 8 of them to do MBA. But I got into admissions, and I got admission to these schools, and funding was another hurdle to cross. So I got funding to East Tennessee State University for assistantship. But the funding came late, somewhere in July 2021, and getting dates for interview and all that so it was very difficult. So I had to defer the program to the following year. So while I was waiting to go to school, it was sad. While I was waiting to go to school the following year, I told myself, MBA, you have to show bank statement to get an I-20, so why don't apply for schools that I can get straight assistantship without the need to show bank statements. And then, so I was doing my research, and I chanced on communication at Washington State University, where I did my master's. And quite surprisingly, the website had assistantship 100% for that program. So I was like, from tourism, how can I leverage my, experience and education in tourism to pursue communication with funding? So I sat down, I had a plan, I read about communication, and I realized they had areas of interest or specialties: health comm, environment, political, journalism, media, and all those things. So because I did my undergraduate dissertation on promoting health and safety in Lake Bosomtwe, I wanted to do something health communication, because I realized there was a lot of gap in there that research can be used to fill, and communicating about health is very important. Health and risk is also an important thing that I can look at. So I wrote my SOP, and then I applied to Washington State University because of that passion. And yeah.
And was that the only school that you applied to?
Okay, so in that year 2021, somewhere October, I applied to 3 schools for communication. Ball State University, Northern Arizona University, and Washington State University. So I did a code emailing. I used to do that a lot, and I was able to speak to a professor from Washington State University, Dr. Pobos, who we met on Zoom and we had a conversation. He said my background was interesting, and then we spoke, and he was like, oh, I'll give the opportunity to apply, and when you apply, you are short of funding. So that got me applied to Washington State University and the other schools. But then the 2 other schools, I was rejected from Ball State University, but I had admission to Northern Arizona University, but without funding. So Washington State was like with funding.
That's amazing, because like my previous guest, Michelle, actually said that it was very necessary for prospective students to get in touch with professors. So it's always good to be in touch with a professor and then be like, hey, this is me, this is my CV, these are my research interests. Do you think you have space for me in your lab? And that could help. That's really, really great.
It's very helpful. I must say. Some will reject you, but some will talk to you. So try as many as you can. You might get 1 person or 2 people to respond back to you. It's very.
And I think like when you want to apply for schools too, wherever in the world, you need to have a tough skin, because rejection will come in. It may come in. Well, it will come in. So if you apply to 10 schools, trust and believe you may get admitted into like 2 or 3, but when the rejection letters come in, do not be perturbed. So Albert, as you know, here on Beyond the Recipe, our goal is to let you make your favorite dish come alive. And today you're gonna make me rerenkwan. And it's gonna be my very, very first time having rerenkwan, so I'm excited. So run me through the process. What do we need to make rerenkwan?
Okay, so first off, you want to make rerenkwan or melon seed soup. You need to roast your rere, and then this is a roasted rere. And after you're done, you start prepping your vegetables, the ginger, the garlic, the onion, and other spices. We have thyme, we have aniseed, we have pepper. I mean, it's local. And then some chicken seasoning to, roast the chicken.
Why did you roast it?
Okay, so roasting it adds some flavor to the soup, right?
Like the whole umami vibe. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, so Albert, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna be your sous chef for today. So tell me what you need. Like, what is the first step? What are we doing now? What are we doing? Because we're starting now.
So for now, since the chicken is in the oven, trying to roast it, I'll cut my ginger into pieces, and I'll start blending the ginger, garlic, and onions.
Okay, so let's start with washing our hands.
All right, sure.
And then we are going to start cooking. Okay, I'll take it.
I'll start chopping my onions and the ginger.
Okay.
Cutting the ginger.
All right. Can I help you with that?
Thank you.
Okay, there you go.
So this is my ginger. I'm trying to chop it into some little pieces so that I can blend it.
Okay, I'll get you the blender.
So this ginger is already washed. So I just cut it into pieces.
Okay, Albert. So let's talk about the school application. Run us through it. Just give us a picture of how you did it.
All right, so I started applying in April 2021 after I thought about going to school in the US. And the process was tiring in a way because you have to go to every school, read about the application requirements, look at the programs, try to see if you are best fit for the program. And as I mentioned, I wanted to do MBA in initial stages. So you have to write a personal statement, you have to write either SOP, and you need to get your transcript, letters of recommendations from professors in your bachelor's program. So the process was tiring, and application fee payment was
that part
was money, and so I had to use most of my salary to work on film application fees. And none of the schools I applied for MBAs gave me application fee waiver. So all the 7 schools or 8 schools I had to pay my own application fee, and also it had to also do with what we call the evaluation, credential evaluation.
Oh, yeah.
Either West, either educational perspectives. I mean, so I did for about 2 schools, which was very expensive back then.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
So, and then going to the next step, which was my Master of Communication Applications. I also did 3 schools. So none of the schools, I think, NIU, Northern Arizona University gave me an application fee waiver.
Okay.
So that was the only school out of that 3 schools I applied to. I had application waivers for.
I see. So should we put this one here?
Yeah.
Now?
So we're going to blend the ginger, the garlic, and the chopped onions.
Okay. So
can you put
I'm gonna help you with that. So. Is that all you need to blend?
No, I need the thyme leaves.
All right, so these are your thyme. Okay.
Onion seeds.
Okay.
As well as the cloves.
Okay. Okay. All right. So as I get that for you, can you tell me how long you had to wait before you got your admission decision?
How long I have to wait after I got my admission
After you,
decision?
So you applied in October. That's what you said.
Yes,
okay. So when did you get back that? Okay. Hey, you've been admitted and blah blah blah.
Yeah. So for Washington State University, where I did my master's, it was in February 2022 when I got back admission decision. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it to you and then I'll let you do it because you're the main chef for today.
Thank you.
And is there a quantity that you need to add, or you just like eyeball it? A tablespoonful. But you're the chef, so you can eyeball it. Actually, I trust you. Yeah. So a tablespoon. Okay. And you need some anise seeds.
Yes.
Oh, I love anise seeds. I do love anise seeds. Okay. Also a tablespoon.
Yeah. Also a tablespoon. And then.
And what else do you need? Cloves.
Yeah,
All right.
that one should not be a tablespoon. I think
Okay.
a little because it has some.
It's very strong.
flavor.
Yeah. Cloves are really strong. Okay. Thank you. Done with the blending. So what do you need me to do?
I need gloves.
Okay. Cool. And we're taking our chicken out.
Yes.
Yay.
The roasted chicken is ready.
Okay, so Albert, I know you added some chopped onions. What else do you need?
I need a blended onions, garlic, and
seeds and everything. Ooh, it smells good.
So you put that in the saucepan with chicken and some chopped onions.
Okay.
Peel the onion, one onion.
One bowl of onion, okay.
And then I'll put it in the soup base again to cook it.
Okay.
So I'll blend that later and put it in the soup to
Okay.
give it some more flavor. So I'm going to add, after the onion, I'm going to add my habanero pepper.
Okay.
And then carrots and tomatoes. To cook for some time. Together with the chicken. So it's going to be seasoned.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I'll start working on my melon seed. Which is rare.
That is the star.
Yes, that's the star of the day. I'm going to blend it before I, put the soup or the juice out from it into my saucepan. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And it is roasted rare.
It's roasted. You have to roast it a little bit. It's like the sibling of peanut.
Okay.
The reason why I like it is because I don't take peanuts. I'm allergic to that. So as how do I call it? As a substitute for peanut, I go for rare.
Okay.
It's very nice.
And it's very fragrant.
All the nutrients you can think of. And I like soup too. Either soup or nothing else. I prefer soup than stew.
Okay, we're gonna tell your future wife to get her soup. We're gonna tell your future wife to get her soup recipes.
Right.
In check. Yeah. Right. Welcome back, and so we're done with our reverend coin. We're almost done with our reverend coin. It's actually on the stove. And Albert, I want you to tell us exactly what you added to the seasoned chicken and everything.
Alright, so I did add some blended onions, ginger, garlic, anise seed, thyme leaves, and what we call cloves. Yeah.
Cloves, okay, great. And then also some tomatoes.
Some tomatoes, some carrots, chopped onions, and one ball of onion. And I had some tomato paste later on.
Okay, so I cannot wait to taste my very first Rere Nkwan from my Asantinia Bronte. All right, so Albert, let us dive into the visa process, okay? So after you got your admission and you were happy and everything, what did you do to prepare for the visa?
Okay, so first off, I contacted a friend because he has been through the process before.
Okay.
So he helped me start with how to get my DS 160 application done, and also what we call the it's like the website, the FMJ something. I've forgotten the name of it. Like, yeah, and then also apply for the visa itself. So I mean, he guided me throughout the process.
Okay.
And I applied for the visa. Date hunting wasn't easy. Finally settled on a date, which was May 5th.
Okay, so when you say date hunting wasn't easy, like let me know, did you have to apply for like expedited or anything? Like, let us know how that struggle was like.
Alright, the struggle was this. So I started looking for dates as soon as I got my I-20.
Okay.
Because I heard from people how it is like. So first I got, I think September, and the program was supposed to start like in August.
In August, yeah.
So I had to look out for regular dates, all the regular dates, to look for an earlier date, I must say. So through it all, I got like regular dates of expedited dates.
Okay.
So it was a regular date of May 5th.
May 5th, okay, awesome. And prior to May 5th, okay, so you got your admission in February, that's what you said. And when did you get your I-20?
I got it, I think, 2 days after I got the
that.
admission letter from federal school. Okay,
so from Feb to May, what did you have to prepare for? Let us know how you prepared.
So I was preparing for, the DS1 submission, and then applied for the visa application, applied for visa, and then the next thing was to prepare for the interview. So you know how to apply for a visa, you need to go to GT Bank, pay for the visa application fee.
So break it down for us, like step by step. So the first thing you did was fill out your DS160.
Yes.
And then?
So DS160, I started filling it because as soon as you submit, I think it should be closer to your interview date. Okay. So I started the process. And then the visa application process too was done side by side. So I remember when I got the I-20, I went ahead to GT Bank, which is closer to my workplace, Outreach, runabout, got the visa application fee paid, and then continued with my DS160. So in between that, I was still looking for dates because I had September, and school was supposed to start in August. Okay. So I was looking for earlier dates as much as I can, waking up earlier dawn. Yeah. I was in several groups for visa application and all that, interview dates and content. So as soon as I got the May 5th, 9:30 dates,
wow, very early.
Yeah, I joined like there was a guy. He's still there. Like I said, there was a guy, Freddy Fact, right? So I joined his interview cohort and started prepping. Yeah. At dawn. Before work, I wake up, join them, do a mock interview, and they ask you questions, and you have to answer the questions as if you are in front of the visa officer or the counselor. So that was how I prepared for the visa interview.
All right, and did that like cost you anything? Did you have to pay for that prep, or was
I did not pay. It was for free.
Okay, so thank you,
so I had to prepare myself.
Freddy Fact, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And let's talk about the documents that you had to prepare for your interview. So, what were some things that you had to get together before you went for your interview?
Okay, first off, you need to get your I-20 because you need your city's ID number to apply for the visa, and you have to also get your admission letter. You have to get, for nothing, the funding offer letter, and your transcripts from your previous school and schools, and then certificates. If maybe you were asked for to do credential evaluation, WES or educational perspective, which I did one, and bank statement, right? Okay. So all were the documents I had to get together before the visa interview. Yeah.
Awesome.
And my passports.
Okay, now you are here. Okay, hooray! You got approved. Let's talk about navigating, life as a tourism major in tech, and then branching into the field of communications for your master's and for your PhD program here. Let us know how it has been like.
All right, so I would say it's not been child's play because I mean, from tourism to communications, a big like hit, but yeah. So I had to put myself in the angle that I can do everything, right? No matter your background, right? So
Absolutely.
I started everything from scratch, learning communication theory, doing something about media, doing something about concept explication, and everything that it has to do. Like everything was started from scratch. So I mean, I was competing with people in class who have done mass comm and communication journalism from bachelor's level, but then I had to set up. I had to consider myself as somebody who's ready for a master's in communication.
So let us know the differences or the similarities between the educational system here and the education system back home that you have noticed.
I think the education system back home is right, like you have to do everything yourself as it is here, but the resources are kind of limited. You don't have access to a lot of things that will help you grow, help you become the scholar you want to be. Access to information in the US is easier. Access to like professors and access to labs, like things that you want to do research-wise is very, very robust in the US as compared to Ghana. And even to get application like SPSS, to get like statistical programs in Ghana is like a difficult thing. But for here, through the university, through the program, you get access to a lot of opportunities like applications, programs that you want to use for data analysis. You get access to a lot of academic conferences that you can attend. I don't think that's in Africa or in Ghana is like that. And when it comes to funding too, like you get access to a lot of funding opportunities, grants, like conference and funding to attend a lot of academic conferences to showcase the work that you do. I feel like the opportunities here are a lot. And you get to meet people who are resourceful in your area of research through conferences.
And how has that helped you? Because I know you go to a lot of conferences. Like he goes to a conference, I think, I don't know, 5 times a year. I don't even know. So how has that helped you? Like the liaison that you're able to create at these conferences. How has it helped you as a communications major here?
All right, so it's been very beneficial. I remember my first conference. I went to Bethesda, Maryland, the National Institute of Health campus, and I met like-minded communication students, and through that I was able to even look at cancer communication specifically, looking at perceptions and how we can change attitude with respect to screening behavior and uptake. So I mean, going for conferences, you need. That's why I didn't met most of my friends too, currently one in my program. So going to conferences has really helped me help me network with people when it comes to writing abstract. It also improved my networking abilities or skills. So I feel like conferences, I mean, I've been to a lot of conferences, as you mentioned, and none of them have I said I've not really had any impact. I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed attending conferences and all of this.
So in other words, if you are a grad student here, take advantage of these conferences. Because they're going to help you a great deal. All right. Now let's talk about the not so pleasant things that you've experienced here in America. Like we love talking about the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything, the beautiful, everything. So let us know, what are some shocks that you were not prepared for?
This is an interesting question. I think this has to do with how independent people in the US are, and the sense of community is not really seen or noticed unless you have like people you already know that you can walk to them or talk to them, because I feel like everybody here is busy, everybody here is like focused on doing their own thing, and I mean with food as well, like I mean where I was previously, there wasn't any like there was an international grocery store, but then it was more of like Arabian, Indian, not Ghanaian or Nigerian. So you have to travel about 2 hours to a neighboring city to get like food stuff. And I mean, moving from Ghana as a Presbyterian and coming to the US, trying to adjust into like a white church. It wasn't that easy, but there was a Ghanaian community in there, so I was able to, adjust into that system. So basically, in class, I think I was the only Ghanaian in my master's program, in my cohort, master's student. And we went to class with other students as well, but then trying to fit in with the American students was not easy thing.
I mean, representation really does matter. Exactly. And I think it's really, like, you don't even know how much it affects you as a person, knowing that, okay, this is somebody that looks like me in the same class with me, like somebody that I can speak with and everything. Like, I get so happy when I'm around a group of Ghanaians and I know that I'm gonna speak Tree, and I don't have to think about speaking English. Right. Like, these are my people, you know. Yeah. So that's really, really great. Do you think melon seed soup could be ready by now?
I'm sure it should be.
Okay, because I am waiting. Like, I cannot wait anymore. So let's just go and then taste it, and then let's come back and then talk some more. Okay.
Sure,
awesome.
So the advice is to start preparing early. Try to network with good people, seek the information, write information that will help you with your application. And if you are in school, don't forget to have a good GPA. I mean, the academic aspect is important.
Absolutely.
Try as much as possible to also balance that with extracurricular activities, volunteer activities, any leadership portfolio you can apply or run for, do that, because it helps you balance your portfolio and helps you not to just be somebody going to school to get a bachelor's, to get a GPA, and to get a academic credentials and awards, but then somebody who has gone the extra mile to support community service and all that.
Because also I think, I'm sorry not to cut you, but also I think that when you apply, the application pool is like filled with amazing people who are all qualified.
From all over the world.
From all over the world, yes. And so it's very competitive. So you need something that is going to set you apart. So if we know, and grad school is not a joke. So if you know that you're able to balance your academics with extracurricular, it gives you like a competitive edge, you know. So please make sure you're doing an extracurricular activity wherever you are and documenting it. Okay, you need to prove. You cannot just say that oh, I did this or I did that, and then you're not going to prove it. So whatever you're doing, make sure you can prove it. Okay, awesome. So Albert, I just want you to go so that I can enjoy all the soup. Like, this has been an amazing time, and I am so happy that you were able to come here. I'm going to give you like 2 bowls of fufu because I don't eat fufu, so I'm gonna just have my I'm just gonna have this soup by itself. But I'm gonna give you 2 huge bowls of fufu, and I think you did a great job, and I'm so happy that you were able to come here. To everybody, remember that your dreams are valid. Okay, no matter what your dreams are, they are valid. Do not stop.
Keep going.
Keep going. Work hard at it. You will get there, okay? So Albert, here at Beyond the Recipe, we say every dish tells a deeper story. So I want you to look inside that camera, and then I'm going to say it, and they're going to give me the tagline, okay?
Okay.
All right. Beyond the Recipe,
every dish tells a deeper story.
Thank you so much, everybody. Subscribe, follow, like, share. Keep the love coming. We love you, and bye.
Bars on the mother. Bars on the mother.
Yeah, I can't catch, Shadi I can't touch. Down house, I go work in one big rush. Cause she make late traffic with the syntax. So their show boss, Charlie, he just wants here cash. See me looking raw, show my bread rough. The job there sometimes it be real tough. Tell me dream, who I want quit say. But when this car do I stress, spin text.